Bonsoir à tous, vous êtes bien sur Génération 88.2. Respect the architect, yo. Ha. Ok, ce soir on reçoit Gourou de Starr. Yes, yo. Rien que pour son prochain album Jazz Matas 3 qui sort en octobre, on va dire. En tout cas, à l'automne, y a pas de problème. Donc, how you doing, Gourou?
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm lounging, enjoying Paris. I've been here for like 3 days now. Gotta go back to the States tomorrow. I've been on a promotional tour in Europe for like about 2 weeks now.
Alright, ok, donc Gourou est là depuis 3 jours, il repart demain et voilà quoi, il fait sa petite promo pour Jazz Matas 3. Ok, yo, first question, on the first volume of Jazz Matas, the bassline was an experimental fusion of hip-hop and jazz. On the second was the new reality. What's the third?
Well, actually, I even took out the volume 3, right? Because I just wanted it to be street soul, Jazz Matas street soul. And that has to do with that the first 2 albums were more experimental, coming out of my work with Starr. And basically, what I wanted to do initially was to free Starr from that whole jazz rap label, because Starr is way more than jazz rap. I don't even know what jazz rap is. And also, though, since Premier and I allow each other to do the separate projects, I wanted to take the pioneer status for that era to another level by actually going and get the jazz cats we sample, vocalists I want to be down with and work with, and get into the studio and see what happens.
Ok, donc Gourou, donc la question c'était, les slogans étaient an experience fusion of hip-hop et l'autre c'était New Reality. Donc maintenant le troisième c'est plutôt, il veut se séparer de Starr, de ce projet, et donc faire vraiment quelque chose de vraiment comment dire live et avec des chanteurs surtout dans le chant, et voilà quoi. Donc Starr est vraiment mettre ça de côté quoi. Okay, so what's your motivation on this project? What was it? You know, how you felt about it? Comment tu as ressenti le projet et comment tu l'as construit?
Well, this project is like this. It's me collaborating with all these artists whose music that I got mad love for, who actually have shown me that they got mad love and respect for my music. So it's more like a family thing.
Alright. Donc ses motivations, c'était vraiment de travailler avec les autres et avec des artistes un peu comme les deux derniers, très jazz, et c'était une famille quoi. C'était vraiment se retrouver toujours en famille. Donc voilà. And the first one of the song on the last one was with Primo. It was called Jazz Music. And on the third one, do you consider that you are a pioneer of fusion jazz hip hop?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's kind of why I did the Jazz Matas, because I felt that it was necessary to let the youth know more about their culture. One thing I like about the scene here in France is that, you know, the youth is in touch with their culture. In America, we got some problems with that, in that, especially with the black youth, because they don't know where they come from, you know, and that has to do with the way you know, education is messed up and all of that. But here it's more like the black youth here, you know, they got their African culture.
Yeah, it's closer.
It's fly.
Yeah.
I like that. So, you know, that's an inspiration to me. And for me, with this project, it's my way of trying to connect with them. And also, it's harder, this project, than the first 2. It's more street. It's more closer to my work with Starr, because I'm more focused now.
All right. Ok, donc Gourou dit donc qu'au niveau du troisième, il voit que là-bas au Testé, tu vois, c'est assez dur. Il fait la comparaison en France au niveau d'une culture musicale, donc il se sent pionnier dans ce sens où il essaye là-bas, il y a tout à faire quoi. En France, il a l'impression, en tout cas de la black community, que voilà que là-bas il y a vraiment des choses à apprendre, et donc c'est pour ça que ses inspirations sont là au niveau du jazz, au niveau du hip-hop, pour les remettre ensemble quoi, histoire de mettre sa pierre. Could you tell us about all the guests in Volume 3 and how did you choose them? How
We can't keep saying Volume 3 because it's not Volume 3.
Sorry about that.
Street Soul.
Okay, Street Soul.
There's
right.
no problem. I'm just joking with you.
No doubt.
You my man. We gonna freestyle later, right?
Okay, y a pas de problème.
So basically, this album could have been called Guru and Friends because these are all people who I've met since touring with Gang Starr, touring with Jazz Bataz 1 and 2. People I be building with, exchanged phone numbers with, did shows with, met at the studio or, met at staying at the same hotel or whatever. And, I just tried to contact them and see if they were down, and everybody was down to do it.
Alright, so, donc lui au niveau de ses invités, il les a choisis, c'était plutôt dans son agenda, il a téléphoné, c'est des numéros qu'il a eu depuis au niveau de Gang Starr, de toutes les possibilités d'avoir des contacts, et Dieu sait qu'il doit en avoir, et donc voilà quoi, ils ont tous apparemment appelé pour, en tout cas disant, on est présent sur le volume 3, donc Soul Music. And how do they do? Is there musicians that you didn't get that you wish to, Est-ce que tu as donc des musiciens qui n'ont pas voulu le faire?
There's some other artists I'd like to work with in the future, but on this one, I think I got a nice cast, and mostly I got the ladies.
Hancocks too,
yeah. And I got a lot of the ladies this time,
Right.
And that has to do with just all of these ladies on this album. To me, have a strong sense of who they are. They're really intense with their vocal ability and their writing, and I was so impressed with them and their work that to be around them was a blessing. And of course, Isaac Hayes, Herbie Hancock, the old legends.
Old school.
You know what I'm saying? And that was real because they did a lot of experimental things away from straight jazz that at first the critics didn't understand and the people didn't understand at first, kind of like my earlier Jazz Bataz. But now, now it's like all tight and focused, and they gave me the older cats gave me a lot of inspiration and told me that what I was doing with my work was creating a path for others to follow.
All right. Donc ses inspirations, encore une fois, et les musiciens qu'il n'a pas eu, il a eu vraiment de la chance, donc il me dit d'avoir énormément de femmes sur cet album. Elles ont ramené vraiment une vibe et des choses comme Herbie Hancock aussi et Isaac Hayes qui ont fait que vraiment il a pu connecter les gens et que c'est vraiment dans la bonne direction. How do Herbie, felt it, is it like rap music, about rap music? How, because he used to.
It was ill because I was asking him, about Rocket and everything and how he felt, question. And he was interested in hip hop. He said, because it was the new thing, but he said he didn't know that the record would be so big, with the break dancers and all of that. But he said he's always been someone who was like trying to see what the next thing is.
All right, yes. Donc Herbie, je lui demandais comment Herbie l'a senti au niveau rap, et parce que évidemment le fabuleux Rocky Hit, donc lui, Herbie, il me disait que donc lui, il essaie toujours de voir ça one step ahead, c'est vraiment un pas en avant à chaque fois quoi, de voir la musique, et pour lui le rap en ce moment c'est vraiment la chose qui va de l'avant quoi. Next question is about French rappers, and you work with MC Solar on the first one, Lucien on the second one.
I just saw Lucien. He was with Common in the UK.
All right, and now it's the Nubians. How did you choose them? How did you know? Well, there's a lot of.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I know there's a lot of underground hardcore French rap, and look out for something I'm gonna do about that. On my independent label, Ill Kid, I'm gonna reach out to some cats here in the UK and also Germany and Japan. But with these Jazz Bataz, the first one, Solar was like one of the first MCs I met out here. and you know, we just clicked on that idea. Le Bien Normal. Jimmy actually met Jimmy J first, and then he introduced me to solo.
Connections, yeah.
Yeah, and
how about the Nubians?
the Les Nubians, I met them when I traveled over here with Starr, with Jazz Bataz, just in the early years, just saying hello and, you know, bonjour, bonsoir, you know, and showing respect. And then I seen them develop, you know, and they're my label mates now.
All right.
And on Virgin. And so that made it a little easier.
Yeah,
with them, Khalees, Isaac Hayes are all my label mates.
All right. Donc,
but also, my sister and I are a big fan of Les Nubians, and the French language, I like. It's smooth, you know, and it does something to Americans.
All right, that's cool. Donc au niveau des featuring français, il a donc déjà travaillé avec MC Solar, Lucien, et maintenant sur le troisième vous retrouverez les Nubians. Encore une fois, c'est des connexions qui sont faites au niveau pour les Nubians au niveau d'une maison de disques qui est la même, donc Virgin, et aussi il est là, il a l'œil au niveau des rappeurs français underground hardcore, donc voilà, sur son label Hill Kids. So this question is, you know, you answered much, but I like to know about Gangstar Foundation and Jazz Mataz. How do you know, do you think it's the same, or really you want to separate the both of them, you know?
What it does for me is just like show my versatility. And also the hip hop audience, right, is growing. So you got guys who are older with kids, you know, they appreciate maybe the Jazz Mataz, but then also the way I made this one, I mean, I think the thugs could like it too, because they're gonna play it with their girls when they with their shorty. They're gonna play Jazz Mataz. It's smoothed out, it's pimped out.
Well, the first one, the second one did that too, you know.
Yeah, but I think this one take it a little more. And the other thing is that with the whole Gangstar Foundation, we have a bunch of like reorganization, and right now look out for some serious projects that we're working on. Of course, Big Sugar's featured on this album on a track that I produced with Primo did the drums.
All right.
And I did the music. And you know, Sugar's my man. He was in the original Gangstar, but he got locked up when I moved to New York. And then we just linked back up, and him and Primo are mad tight. And you know, so look out for some stuff on him, produced predominantly by DJ Premier. And then of course we got my man Crumb Snatcher from the Moment of Truth album. He's from Boston too as well.
All right.
And then I got my man Hannibal Stacks, that's from the Moment of Truth album. He's from Brooklyn, and he was touring with us. And of course, big up to MOP and Freddie Fox.
All right.
You know what I mean? Bumpy Knuckles.
Bumpy Knuckles, no doubt, yeah. So, dans les projets de Gangstar Foundation et Jazz Mataz, il veut juste montrer ses différentes façons de voir le son et ses différentes vibrations, mais c'est clair que il met dans Gangstar Foundation il y a énormément de projets à venir, donc Big Shug, Bumpy Knuckles et donc pas mal d'autres choses, et donc lui il sépare bien les projets, mais de sa propre personne il essaye de vraiment montrer tout ce qu'il peut faire avec différents styles.
Not to cut you out, but like,
go ahead, man.
For me, it's like I'm versatile, and I like to work. I'm a hard worker, because too many of my heroes in this business fell off, man, and I work, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I listen to everything new. A lot of my favorite hip-hop groups and rappers fell off, like some in 79, some in 84, some in 86, some in 89, some 91, some 93, some 96, some 98. But I'm still here, me and Premier, and that's a blessing. So I work, you know what I mean? I don't take nothing lightly.
Only work.
Real serious for me.
It is. Donc il dit bien que tous ces projets, il veut les mener à bien, tout ça parce que il y a du travail, il y a vraiment énormément de travail. Il veut montrer qu'il peut vraiment faire des choses différentes, encore une fois. Et il y a derrière tout ça, il y a vraiment énormément de travail. Il faut pas l'oublier, quoi. Last question. Could you tell us about the theme that you did with the Angie Stone? Keep Your Worries.
Yeah. That's the jump off record. What I mean is like that record is kind of like letting people know, yeah, I didn't go nowhere. I'm still here.
Alright.
Angie and I, you know, we go back, mad respect. Angie's similar to me in that, you know, we don't like it when people take our kindness for weakness because we got a flip side, you know? Exactly. So it's like keep your negative vibes and all your problems to yourself because right about now, I got things to do. I got to take care of business. I got family. I got responsibilities. I got focus. And I'm not going to let you bring me down. It's also like saying, you know, that we got vision. We're true artists, true to our craft, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So keep your worries and let me do my thing.
Ok, donc sur le son avec Angie Stone, Keep Your Worries, il a voulu montrer vraiment une positivité.
To the Unlimited Rhymes Universal, don't touch the dial, 88.2, yeah, Générations. Testing 1, 2, you ready? Respect the architect, Logilo, in full effect.